Hey y'all, today I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk to you about working with your metronome. Specifically, I'd like to get into playing sixteenths against a click, and I'd like to introduce a technique to you that I call maximizing your tempo. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I believe that working with a metronome is a worthy study for guitarists as it gives you a tangible marker for your improvement. When you used to practice some type of an exercise or perhaps a Bach invention at 80 BPMs, but now you comfortably do it at 100 BPMs, that shows you a tangible marker that you have improved. When we tend to work as instrumentalists, we go from plateau to plateau, and sometimes we can't tell what's going to take us from here to the next plateau. I might tell you that working with the metronome is a great thing that can keep getting you to the next plateau and keep taking you higher from there. To start today, I'm going to have my click at 80 BPMs, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to lock in with the 16th note. Here my quarter note is at 80 BPMs. The first thing I want to do is subdivide at the 8th note to know that I'm locked in with the time. Next, I'll double time that to create 16th notes. It's a good idea when you're starting this off by trying to accent with the first of the 16th notes, because that way you know that you're being crisp with your time and that you're staying right with the click. The scale that I'm going to be using for this exercise today is going to be a 2-octave G natural minor or Aeolian mode starting on the 3rd fret of my 6th string. First, I'm going to play just 8th notes with the click. I'm going to work my technique to get my 16ths by playing 8th notes, 16ths, then the scale. 8th notes first, 16ths, scale. The concept of maximizing my tempo with the click is that I can play a faster tempo by putting breaks in the middle of my exercises than I would be able to play as one continuous exercise with no breaks. Meaning that if I'm playing my 2-octave scale, by breaking after every octave, I can actually play it faster than I would be able to play it up and down as one continuous exercise without a break. To give you an example of that, I have a click here at 100 BPMs. I'm going to play the same scale in 16th notes, 1 octave at a time. And then I'm going to show you how I can use that tempo as a launching pad to try even faster tempos with the breaks in between. I'll do it again. Same exercise to you and play it chromatically, but I've got the click now at 130 BPMs. Let's see how I do keeping up. Quarter notes, 8th notes, scale. Eighth notes. Do it again. Up a half step. Up another. Again. If I then work on a smaller part of the scale and isolate just those notes alone, I can actually work at faster tempos and push myself in a different way. For example, now I'm just taking the first 5 notes of the minor scale, and I'm going to start at 130 BPMs to see if I can do it consistent at that tempo. Then I'll jump up 16 to 20 BPMs and put breaks in there and see what tempos I can do it at that point. Exercise here, I'm going to show you the click at 160 BPMs, which is faster than I'll be able to play it as a consistent exercise. And I'm just going to play with some breaks in between so you can see how this technique might work for me.